Aquarius New Moon. Where are we free? January the 29th, 2025 at 12:35 p.m. in Universal Time at 9 degrees of Aquarius. Innovation or rebellion? Allow me to picture and paint for you some of the astrological threads of the new moon in Aquarius on January the 29th. Maybe we can even begin to weave some together by sharing, talking about them, and breathing life into them. I'm Sonia and this is Celestia Astrology. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoy this, please remember to like, subscribe. It's free to do so. And share your comments and your thoughts and your experiences of this new moon. New moons offer an opportunity to reset and reimagine, a fresh slate and a new beginning. Aquarius, the starry water bearer, symbolizes a flow of knowledge and ideas, pouring wisdom and insight into the collective consciousness. Picture in your imagination the air flowing and moving between the open space of his astrological glyph, which looks like two wavy lines, moving together but not touching, never meeting. What does this mean for you? Two ideas, two things that may be true at once. Aquarius may often be seen as the zodiac's revolutionary, offering a progressive humanitarian spirit concerned with humanity and the collective. It blends the air element, fixed modality, and yang, or masculine and outgoing polarity, creating an impressive and unique blend of intellectual stability and forward-thinking dynamism. This makes this lunation an ideal time to innovate, expand your horizons, and detach from any confines of convention and your comfort zone. Ruled by Saturn, the lord of time and outer boundaries, we find things that are out of this world here, beyond the boundaries of what we think we know. Saturn can signify impermanence, decay, maturity, discipline, and wisdom, out of hardship or limitation. Saturn's cycle is the longest of the planets which were seen by the ancients and tracked over thousands of years, taking 28-30 years to transit through the zodiac. This is why the Saturn return, when Saturn returns to the place it was when we were born, 28 to 30 years later, is so significant. Air element. As an air sign, Aquarius operates through the realm of ideas, communication, and mental exploration. Its energy is curious, intellectual, and objective, seeking to understand and elevate the collective through fresh perspectives. Air signifies movement and connection, but in Aquarius this becomes an organized flow of innovative thoughts aimed at creating lasting change. Fixed modality. Fixed signs stabilize and sustain, and in Aquarius this is applied also to its vision and ideals. While it's often known for rebellion, innovation, or simply being on the outside, Aquarius holds firm to its convictions, often steadfast, fixed in its commitment to creating a better future. Once an Aquarian idea takes root, it becomes a cornerstone for transformation. Yang polarity. As a yang, or masculine, outgoing sign, Aquarius is outward-facing, action-oriented, and focused on bringing ideas into the world. Its energy is about expression, discovery, the big picture, future focus, and pushing boundaries, balancing its airy detachment with a proactive desire to create tangible change. This combination gives Aquarius a unique identity as both a visionary dreamer and a doer. Under this new moon, these qualities can inspire us to think boldly, explore new frontiers, and succeed in our pursuit of progress. The Aquarius new moon cycle and moon family. Every new moon signals the beginning of a new lunar cycle, offering a clean slate for new intentions and fresh starts. We are familiar with the feeling as we experience one every month. The monthly cycle lasts about 28 days from one new moon to the next. This new moon is the starting point for several overlapping lunar cycles. The 28-day lunar cycle. In the next 28 days, the energy of this new moon grows as the moon waxes fuller, It will peak and clarity will be revealed with the full moon in Leo on 12th of February 2025. Use this time of waxing and growth to initiate, develop and refine your ideas and intentions. The cycle culminates with the new moon in Pisces on 28th of February 2025. 6-month development cycle. This 6-month cycle peaks with the full moon in Aquarius on 9th of August, bringing the intentions you set now to fruition. Moon family cycle, outlined by Dietrich Bessin in Lunar Shows 3. This new moon connects to an even longer cycle of lunations, which may be meaningful if you have placements in your natal chart activated by this new moon. This cycle extends over 28 months, progressing through 4 key lunar stages at roughly 9-month intervals, offering a much broader arc of development. These interconnected lunations emphasize themes of planning, stability, and maturing growth over 28 months. We can track these cycles to see and work with the evolution of our goals over time, showing how each phase builds upon the last. It is ideal for bigger projects and longer-term goals in our lives, if you wish to work with the moon. Working with the moon family cycle means setting intentions now or initiating a fresh start, knowing that it will unfold in stages over the next 2 years. This longer timeline allows you to approach your desires and goals with patience, allowing time for growth, reflection, revision, and integration. This work is particularly effective if you have planets or angles in the fixed signs, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio, between 4 to 11 degrees. The stages will be this new moon on January the 29th at 9 degrees of Aquarius, and the phases to set intentions. That will be followed by the first quarter moon on October the 29th at 6 degrees of Aquarius, and that will be about initial challenges and adjustments. The next phase will be the full moon on July the 29th, 2026 at 6 degrees of Aquarius, and that will be about fruition and revelations. And the final phase will be the last quarter moon on April the 28th, 2027, and that will be at 8 degrees of Aquarius, about closure and reflection. This cycle helps us track the unfolding story of our intentions, guiding us through moments of growth and completion. Themes of the Aquarius New Moon. The new moon in Aquarius highlights themes of innovation, independence, and exploration. It's a time to break free from limitations, both internal and external, and to embrace the courage to think differently. This lunation asks us to step into the role of the visionary rebel, someone unafraid to detach from the ordinary, to bring forth the extraordinary. Aquarius often challenges us to detach emotionally, not as a way of disconnecting, but as a means of seeing situations clearly. It reminds us that stepping back can provide the perspective needed to understand the bigger picture. It is necessary to tune into the blue sky thinking of Aquarius. This is especially important during a new moon, as the skies are dark and reflective, offering us a moment to reset and plant the seeds of new ideas. Aquarius Decan 1, Outsider Perspectives and Breaking Free. This lunation occurs in the first decan of Aquarius, co-ruled by Venus in the descending order or Chaldean method and Saturn in the Trappist method. This decan represents themes of exile, freedom, and curiosity. Kira Ryberg describes this space as the outsider, where we break away from the familiar to find our own truth, often feeling the pang of estrangement, but gaining clarity in return. Austin Coppock names it the mark of exile, reflecting themes of separation, independence, and self-definition. Here we find ourselves called to break from the pack, whether by necessity or choice, to pursue something greater. The new moon falls in the bounds of Mercury, the messenger planet, providing the resources and asking us to create new ideas and plans, maybe from new, innovative thoughts or new neural pathways. Mercury is co-present in Aquarius 1, enjoying the same broadening of horizons. The tarot card for Aquarius 1 is a 5 of Swords, symbolising challenges, conflict, tension, and the transformation that can come from detachment. While leaving the familiar can often bring initial discomfort, it also creates profound growth and discovery opportunities. It is only outside of our comfort zone that there is any room for growth. Sometimes we must step away from what we have outgrown, even if it feels like a loss, to realign with our authentic path. The card shows a figure holding a sword in each hand. One sword is upturned towards the sky and one towards the earth. At his feet refer the 2 swords, and 2 dejected figures are walking away from him. It looks like this individual may have won the battle or the skirmish, but it's come at some cost. Maybe his friends no longer wish to fight at his side and have laid down their swords at his feet. There's a surrender, but the dejection and the walking away shows that it's not a happy situation. It doesn't feel like a triumphant win. The Wild Way Oracle card, Broaden Your Horizons, also illustrates this decan's energy, offering the keywords breaking free, explore the frontiers, and discovery. The card shows the waxwing birds. There are 3 birds who migrate long distances to find the sweetest berries. They are resting on the branches once they reach a new destination, and it's ripe with berries, where the sky is promising and blue. Aquarius 1 encourages us to leave the known behind, in search of something richer and more rewarding. Whether your journey is physical, intellectual, or emotional, this new moon asks, where can you explore beyond your current boundaries? T. Susan Chang, in her evocative verse from Dreaming the Decans, encapsulates the emotional terrain of Aquarius 1. Only within yourself compare the shifting currents of the air. The selves you cannot help revile may lead your heart into exile. Those stars may skirmish in the sky, the wings of reason help me fly. Whatever seems to be at stake, I'm more than the mistakes I make. These lines capture the essence of this decan's journey, a recognition of our internal struggles, the value of reason as a compass, and the transformative power of stepping beyond perceived failures. Astrological influences of the Aquarius New Moon. This lunation creates a stellium in Aquarius, bringing a focus to the decan of Aquarius 1, with 4 planets blending their significations. Mercury conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. The new moon is joined by Mercury and Pluto, all within the first decan of Aquarius. Mercury's conjunction with Pluto adds depth and intensity to this lunation. This emphasizes profound thought and transformative communication. Mercury, unsupervised by its ruler Saturn, operates as a lone thinker, calling for independent inquiry and fearless exploration of the unknown. In Aquarius, Mercury emboldens innovative, rebellious thinking and encourages us to question authority and uncover hidden truths. Pluto amplifies this with a transformative edge, making this a powerful time to dive deep into complex issues or embrace radical new perspectives, asking that we look beneath the surface to uncover deeper truths and offering a catharsis or purging of the old. New moon averse to ruler Saturn. The new moon and the stellium of 4 planets in Aquarius is averse to its neighbouring stellium in the mutable waters of Pisces. Saturn here joins Neptune and Venus in a stellium, creating an interesting blend of structure, imagination and beauty. Saturn's aversion, a lack of a direct Platonic aspect, suggests that it is unable to directly influence or support this lunation, leaving the planets in Aquarius unsupervised to some degree. In Pisces, Saturn's usual boundaries are somewhat dissolved in the mutable water, shifting its focus towards spiritual exploration, creativity and compassion, rather than the logical, fixed ideals we associate with Aquarius. Saturn must answer to the co-rulers Jupiter, currently in Gemini, and Venus in Pisces, here. and their agenda also becomes important to Saturn. The influence of Neptune in this stellium further erodes Saturn's usual sense of order, adding a dreamlike quality that can feel disorienting or inspiring, depending on how you engage with it. Venus softens the energy, bringing a focus on harmony, connection, and aesthetic sensibilities. But there's a tension between Saturn's need for structure and Pisces' fluidity. The absence of Saturn's grounding presence in Aquarius leaves us to navigate this new moon's energy independently. It encourages self-reliance and adaptability, while reminding us to balance lofty ideals with a practical foundation. Trine Jupiter in Gemini. The harmonious whole sign trine from the new moon to Jupiter in Gemini provides optimism, curiosity, and emphasizes intellectual expansion and an eagerness to learn. This aspect encourages you to expand your mental horizons, explore new ideas, engage in stimulating conversations, and connect with others through shared learning. Whole sign square to Uranus in Taurus. The new moon's whole sign square to Uranus in Taurus highlights the tension between progressive ideals and practical realities. Uranus is the awakener and disruptor and shakes up the status quo, but it also invites innovative breakthroughs and abrupt insights. This square may bring sudden disruptions or unexpected shifts, but these challenges can ultimately push us towards greater growth and authenticity. This highlights the challenge of reconciling Aquarius's visionary ideals with Uranus's unpredictable, earthy disruptions. This square could bring sudden breakthroughs or challenges that push you out of your comfort zone, encouraging bold innovation. Reflections on Saturn's averse influence. With Saturn averse and embedded in a Piscean stellium, this lunation lacks its usual structural anchor. Instead, it calls us to operate in liminal spaces where imagination, intuition, and creativity take the lead. It's a reminder that not all discoveries are neatly defined or immediately understood. Some require faith and exploration. The planetary interplay between Saturn, Neptune, and Venus can inspire profound artistic or spiritual breakthroughs, but it also warns against becoming lost in illusion or ambiguity. The challenge lies in grounding your visions while embracing the fluidity of the process. This context adds a layer of complexity to the Aquarius New Moon, making it not just a time for breaking free and innovating, but also an opportunity to trust in the unknown and allow your inner compass to guide you. A different way of creating may be ushered in. Working with the Aquarius New Moon. The Aquarius New Moon at 9 degrees invites us to break free from conventional patterns and explore new horizons, mental, emotional, or physical. This is a powerful time to plant seeds of innovation, independence, and intellectual expansion, especially as Mercury conjunct Pluto amplifies the potential for profound mental breakthroughs. However, the absence of Saturn's grounding influence encourages us to work intentionally, to create structure and form, so that we don't get stuck in analysis paralysis, and our ideas can still materialize. Here are some suggestions for working with this lunation. Break free and innovate. This is a time to release outdated ideas, habits, or beliefs that your authentic self has now outgrown. We are always changing and growing, and yet we often stick to the tried and tested. What new idea has been appealing to you that you feel ready to try on for size? Use the energy of this new moon to explore unconventional approaches, whether in problem solving, personal projects, or relationships. Ask yourself, where in my life have I conformed too much to external expectations? What new perspectives or frontiers could I explore? Reflect and set intentions. The new moon is a moment of stillness, going within for reflection and renewal, perfect for setting intentions aligned with Aquarius themes. These might include embracing individuality and authenticity, pursuing intellectual growth or technological advancements, building or strengthening connections with like-minded communities. Journaling prompts to align with this new moon. What does freedom mean to me, and how can I cultivate more of it? How can I contribute to a larger collective or community while staying true to myself? Embrace the Saturn in Pisces influence. Although Saturn is averse to this lunation, its presence in Pisces encourages us to balance visionary ideals with practical steps. Maybe you might meditate, journal, or reflect on how you can bring your dreams into reality through consistent, gentle effort. You might work with imagery or creative practices that connect to water and air, such as watercolour painting or breath-focused meditation, to harmonise Saturn's Piscean energy with Aquarius's airy intellect. Do share if you have any other great ideas or suggestions. Explore the mind and intuition. With Mercury conjunct Pluto, this new moon invites deep intellectual exploration. Research, study, read, or meditate on topics that fascinate or intrigue you. Allow your curiosity to guide you, but also trust your intuition. Sometimes the most profound insights come from within rather than in the pages of books. Connecting with the source of both might be the most rebellious thing you could do. Who will feel this new moon the most? This new moon will be especially potent for those with placements in Aquarius, particularly between 7 to 11 degrees, as the lunation activates your personal identity, your sense of purpose, or your physical energy. The fixed signs, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, particularly between 7 to 11 degrees, who may feel a strong call to adapt, evolve, and break through areas of stagnation. The air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, who may feel energized by the flow of ideas, communication, and intellectual pursuits. Additionally, those with strong Saturnian influences in their chart, for example Saturn on the angles, or a Capricorn or Aquarius natal stellium, also those with Saturn as your profection lord, may feel this lunation deeply, as it highlights themes of individuality, responsibility, and rebellion. A word of caution. While this new moon inspires bold ideas and actions, combined with a whole sign square to Uranus, this holds a warning against acting impulsively or without foresight. Balance your desire for freedom and change with a thoughtful, deliberate approach, especially since Saturn is not available to enforce structure and discipline. This new moon is a time to embrace your inner maverick, explore new possibilities, and align with your most authentic self. Let curiosity and courage guide your steps into this new lunar cycle. Final reflections. This new moon in Aquarius is a call to dream boldly, think differently, and embrace the unknown. It's a time to broaden your horizons, break free from outdated structures, and explore what lies beyond the limits of your current perspective. Aquarius's air element and fixed modality ensure that these ideas are not fleeting. They have the potential to take root and grow into lasting change. By working with this energy, you can create a foundation for innovation and transformation that carries you into the future. The Moon family, or the shorter cycles, offer you a clear timeline for your plans. Like the waxwings venturing far to find abundance, trust that stepping into unfamiliar territory will lead to discovery and fulfillment. Let curiosity and courage be your guiding stars as you navigate this new moon's journey. Travel well, friends. And if you've enjoyed this, please remember to like, subscribe, or leave your comments, suggestions, and experiences of this new moon in Aquarius. And just a reminder that I am a working astrologer, and so I offer consultations. So if you would like a personal, individual reading with me, you can contact me at celestiaastrology.com. Thank you so much.